a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC Worldwide and brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. Monroe County's district attorney is switching political parties as she runs for re-election this year. Sandra Doorley ran 4 years ago as a Democrat. This time she'll do it as a Republican. Doorley announced she is switching to the GOP because she can do a better job free from politics as a Republican.
You know, it's really after personal reflection. It's something that I thought long and hard of with my family. I believe this will focus me in the upcoming year. My focus really is on prosecuting crime in Monroe County.
Doorley made her announcement at Monroe County Republican headquarters with County Chairman Bill Rylick and a host of Republican elected officials, including County Executive Maggie Brooks. Doorley says she made her decision after talking the issue over with her family and giving it a lot of thought. Monroe County Democratic Party Chair Dave Garrettson said Doorley's choice will be a disappointment to voters who elected her believing she would be a strong and independent prosecutor. Governor Cuomo chose Rochester to kick off a $1.5 billion investment into Rochester and other upstate cities, using the model of the Buffalo Billion, the $1 billion state investment in Buffalo redevelopment that was a highlight of his first term. The governor and regional economic development officials met at Wegmans headquarters to announce what amounts to a contest for 7 development regions of upstate New York. Each region will develop a plan to maximize its strengths, then compete for one of 3 state grants of up to $500 million each.
And the competition amongst yourselves, I'm telling you, brings up the performance of everybody. And it has. We've been doing this RADC competition for 4 years. The overall performance has gone straight up.
The awards will be handed out in the fall. New York's Attorney General wants a state law to overhaul data security and protect shoppers' personal information from data and identity thieves. Eric Schneiderman is proposing legislation requiring companies to set up a stronger defense against hacking and data theft, plus a requirement that customers be told exactly what information was compromised in case of a data breach. Schneiderman would also create a safe harbor for companies that try to meet those tougher standards, giving them protection from lawsuits as an incentive to come up with better security. The Webster Central School District has named Carmen Gomina as its superintendent, effective immediately. Gomina has been serving as interim superintendent since August 1st. He's worked for 25 years in the Webster District, started as a teacher there in 1990. He's a 1982 graduate of Webster Schrader High School himself, and he has 2 children in the Webster schools. He says he is humbled by this opportunity. An Ogden man has been arrested in connection with the New Year's Eve hit-and-run that killed a snowplow driver. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says 21-year-old Brandon Robinson of Ogden has been charged with leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death and other offenses. Deputies say it was Robinson who allegedly ran down 53-year-old Thomas Taylor of Holly as he walked along the shoulder of Brockport-Spencerport Road. Taylor was out plowing driveways and he'd gotten out of his truck trying to find the right address when he was run over. Robinson told investigators he thought he had hit a mailbox. He was arraigned in Swedentown Court, pleaded not guilty. Bail was set at $15,000. The man accused in the murder of Rochester police officer Darrell Pearson was in court Thursday, his attorney asking to have an attempted aggravated murder charge dismissed and to bar off-duty police officers from attending his trial in uniform. Attorney James Hinman says there is insufficient evidence to show Thomas Johnson III fired shots at the slain officer's partner. He also contends a large contingent of uniformed officers in the courtroom will intimidate the jury into favoring the state's evidence. Monroe County DA Sandra Doorley opposes both requests. The Beechwood Neighborhood Association attended Thursday morning's Zoning Board of Appeals meeting at City Hall to protest criminal activity around mini-marts. The association objected after the zoning board approved 2 neighborhood mini-marts over the last year in their area. They say they are focuses of criminal activity. Too many of them have been authorized in their neighborhood, they believe. They point to a fatal shooting outside a store on Bay Street last month. Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren called this week for a temporary freeze on permits for new convenience stores in Rochester. Wegmans has issued a recall for some of its ground beef. The Wegmans 93% lean organic food you feel good about, grass-fed ground beef, both small and family packs, dated January 13th. User freeze-by date is January 16th. Wegmans says they've been advised by the packager that small strips of flexible translucent plastic may have gotten into the product. Wegmans says please bring it back for a full refund. Your next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of these pages and catch one. We post updates as necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.